Hey there, I'm Rick and I'm a plush artist, and some of the plushies that I made include this, and this. Of course there are many more, but today I thought I'd show you how I make Bulbasaur. When you normally think about plushies, you probably think about the ones you see in the store that are made for kids to play with. But when you're making it by hand like me, hardly anyone knows that there's actually a lot of work that goes into it. I make everything by myself, including the patterns or templates. I didn't find anything online, so it takes a lot of experimenting just to get it right. Sometimes that means I sew something and then I take it apart and have to sew it all over again and repeat that for about 10 times because I just couldn't get the size right. I taught myself how to sew just by watching YouTube videos online during the pandemic when I was bored and I started to revisit childhood dreams of mine. Since then, I've had many requests to make tutorials, and even though I want to, as you can tell, it takes a long time, especially considering that I film everything by myself. On top of that, it's very hard to get monetized on YouTube, so I don't make any money off of any of my videos. With that being said, I have sold some of my plushies over the years, so if you're interested in commissioning me for some of my art, here's how you go about doing that. It's actually pretty simple. All you gotta do is direct message me on either Twitter or Instagram, and from there I'll walk you through the process. As a matter of fact, this Bulbasaur plush is actually a commission for one of my customers, and I consider it such a privilege to have my art featured in somebody's home. As a kid, I was always drawing, and I think that actually translates into helping me make plushies now that I'm older, because before you can even start making them, you have to picture them in your head in 3D, and then somehow turn that into an actual plush in real life, which is easier said than done. As you can tell, it takes a lot of work, even for a small plush like this, so I'm really hoping that with this video, I'm able to hopefully share the process with people, that way they can gain more of an appreciation for all the hard work that goes into making it. It also makes me just incredibly happy when I get messages from kids telling me that they got into plush making because they've seen some of my videos and it inspired them. I think that's probably the ultimate goal of an artist, is to be able to inspire somebody, and I think that's truly a privilege. If you watch this video to the end, I really do appreciate it. I hope you stick around for more of my videos because I have tons more plushies planned for the future. And thanks for watching. Hey guys, my name is Rick, and for those of you who don't know, I'm a plush artist. And I basically make plushies, so all these plushies that you see behind me are pretty much plushies that I've made. So today I thought I'd show you a little bit of the behind the scenes of how I make Pikachu. So Pokemon and I actually have a pretty special connection. You see, when I was a child, I had a best friend, and I remember he was sitting on the couch playing his Game Boy, and Pokemon Silver was the first game that I ever saw, and I remember thinking, wow, what is this amazing thing in front of me? And it's actually the game that introduced me to playing video games. So as I got older, eventually I started seeing my best friend less and less, and by playing this game that he had introduced me to, it was a way of maintaining that connection that we were losing and we didn't even know at the time. Growing up, I didn't have a lot of video games, but Pokemon was in a way kind of therapeutic, especially with everything that I was going through. In the game, you're basically just a 10-year-old kid, and for some reason, your parents think it's okay to just send you off to explore the world, and it'll be all okay because you have this Pokemon, which is basically this animal with elemental powers, to protect you, and you make friends with a bunch of other Pokemon, and you get to explore the world, and I think there was a lot of freedom in that. And I think in adult life, sometimes that's what's missing, is this sense of discovery, just finding something that you haven't seen before and just being in awe of it. So I think now, as a 27-year-old geriatric patient, it's really healing for this inner child to be able to make plushies of my favorite video game characters from my childhood. And I know that some of you guys probably have stories very similar to mine, and I think in a way that's what's so special about it, is that we can just look at these characters and, you know, see these plushies, and it'll take you back to a simpler time in your life when things weren't so complicated. And that's part of the reason why I wanted to share this with you guys. But as you can see, it does take time to do, and it is a lot of work. And that's why I wanted to provide a little bit of a more affordable option for those that still wanted to have something special in their home and have a piece of art with them. So if you guys like this video, make sure you guys follow me, and thank you for watching.